What up, YouTube? It is your boy. Hey, man. You know. Yeah, man, we're back at it. We're back with the real reason behind the fall of SA's hip hop. SA hip hop's biggest stars from Brando, man. Let's get it.
Ambitious Entertainment is a South African independent record label owned and
Ambitious.
founded by Kgosi Mahumapelo. The label was birthed in the first half of 2014.
I mean, we can start with Ambitious, man. I mean, we all know Ambitious, what Ambitious did with, you know, A Reese, Fifi Cooper, MT, all of them. So, I don't know.
Boasting three unknown acts, namely MT, Fifi Cooper, and Benchmark. In just a few months, these acts were considered as some of the biggest names in the South African music industry, and after some time, a number of artists were breaking through into the music scene like A-Reese's Java, Saudi, Amanda Black, and more, thus cementing Ambitious Entertainment as one of the most successful recording labels in South Africa.
Thing is about Ambitious.
Yeah.
What happened there?
To be honest, I wasn't getting paid, and I felt like my art direction was being taken into a whole new domain, that I'm not comfortable with. But beyond that, I was just not getting paid. I'm supposed to.
Yeah, man, like what they do is kind of like they change your music, change the music, like tell artists to like, yo, make commercial music. Like if you're doing an album, do like out of your probably 14 songs, do 8, commercial songs so we can just, yeah, that's what they do. If you are like a deep rapper like Reese is, you can see, he doesn't like most of those zimbale. They're making him do more of those there. Now he's free and rapping all the time. He says, he's the best rapper in Africa.
To get paid.
But what was the arrangement prior?
You see, that's where it started. That's where the problem started, because me and the label owner had like a verbal agreement when I had approached them saying, yo, I'd like to sign to Ambitious Entertainment. We had a verbal agreement that, okay, we're going to take you in as our artist and we're going to have you do a little trial run. And if everything goes well, we're going to invest in you. And then ever since then, man, I've been asking for the contract, but it's been like, yeah, we still fixing it up. Yeah,
but the money's being made.
Yeah, we still,
through you.
Yeah.
Were you bringing in money?
Yeah, of course,
by that point? Definitely.
Yeah.
So even with a verbal agreement, those stand if there's a witness, right? And I feel like you're pretty well educated in the westernized way, kid. I feel like there are things maybe you're just not acting on them because you're young. Which is a mistake that I've even made when I was still coming up. So my question to you is, why were you so careless in terms of the agreement that you made with them?
I guess I was hopeless. I was somewhat hopeless, because I'm in matric. I don't know what I'm going to do after matric. And all I have is this talent, rapping, My older brother just signed to Ambitious Entertainment at the time, so I'm like, there's gotta be a sign, And when I went there, and when he was like, I was actually looking for you. I've been looking for you. I was checking you out on the net. I was actually waiting for you to finish school, and then we were gonna approach you as a label. I was like, whoa, then that means this is a go.
Yeah.
So I guess I was just anxious and hopeless.
How long was your brother signed with them?
Basically like a year.
A year?
But when he signed, it was like a couple of months.
Okay.
Yeah, at the time.
At the time. So he was also still figuring his thing. How much older is your brother than you?
He's 26.
He's 26, so he's 6 years older than you, right?
Yeah.
And he didn't kind of forewarn you?
I mean, there was nothing that showed.
Yeah?
Was
he getting paid?
I mean, let me put it like this. You get into the label, they have a systematic way of how they pay their artists. And when you're a hopeless guy, or when you're a guy that just wants the shot, I mean, everything is cool, right? You go with the system, like, oh, this is how you guys work, as long as I'm getting mine. But the more and more you start realizing, doing research, it becomes in the open.
Can I assume then that, and I'm not saying Ambitious did this, I wasn't there, but what?
You know what my take is on this, on these labels? It's just one, Ambitious, was a mind fuck. Everyone knows that. Ambitious, they have a great like marketing team, market you, put you on everything, market your music, you selling, doing everything, videos, airplay, awards. And then they falter, I don't know, with some of their management, with, a lot of things, But if you don't have a label, you're going to be independent. You probably do great, probably in your first album, that you probably collected the money for, and then for next album, and then you probably don't have a rollout, and then you don't because you can't manage yourself. You need it, but you don't need it. I don't know, bro. If you can make it work without it, good.
I'm gathering from the conversation I'm having with you is basically you were taken advantage of, a young artist not knowing what's happening really in the streets in terms of contracts, and you're done wrong, basically. But definitely taken advantage of in that situation. Would you agree with me if I said that?
I feel like most artists in the label are taken advantage of.
And so after a series of awards, #1 singles, and the beginning of major international success, the record label went under much scrutiny after artists like Fifi Cooper, Benchmark, Aries, and Flame left the label in a very public and ugly fight. The artists claimed that they decided to part ways with the record label due to financial disagreements. And in 2017, the record label filed a lawsuit against artist Fifi Cooper, banning her from performing any and all songs that she released while under the label. This caused an uproar from fans and supporters of the artist. The political party EFF stepped in to assist.
Those guys ruined Fifi though, right? Like Fifi was at the top. They ruined her, like.
Fifi Cooper in the legal battle, which she eventually won.
I actually didn't want it to get to this point because for me it was a personal thing. I was just fighting with my boss, and it was personally Nekimokopari meeting separately. I didn't know that the guys want to leave, but I know that every artist, whenever we go to shows or gigs or interviews, we were talking about this problem that we are working, but we don't have money, so it was just that thing. But now I don't know why are we fighting? I feel like we are fighting, and I don't know why, so that's why I just chose to move on with my life and just, this is not my battle. God will fight it for me, so I just have to move on, man. And I didn't really expect it as well, because now it's so hard for people to move from, the Fifi Cooper under a label to the Fifi Cooper now under Mo Cooper Records. So it's really amazing that people really see the work that we put in as Mo Cooper Records as well. So I'm really proud. My fans are real, yo. No, listen.
And then another thing is life is like life after the label. You had everything done for you by the label. And then you leave the label. You're alone. You have to gather contacts. Then you delay with everything, delay with music. By the time you're back, we've forgotten, unless you're empty or like, you're a class act.
Realer than real, we had to dedicate this entire show to Fifi Cooper.
I feel like a queen.
You are a queen.
In mid-2018, their biggest act at the time, Amanda Black, announced that she would be parting ways with the controversial record label and signed a joint venture with Sony Music Entertainment. She then proceeded to sue the record label for over 1 million rand that was owed to her for unpaid performances, which she won. Following Amanda Black's exits were MT, Pretty Ugly, Gigi Lamaine, Clyde, DJ CD Light, Saudi, and Newell. In May 2020, Java departed the label.
Already out. You understand? And Ambitious took over from there. You know what I'm saying? So MT comes back, he's like, yo, Ambitious is on board. Let's go. Is he taking you with, or is like...
Yeah, I remember,
wait for your time?
because when he came and told us Gucci was approached, I told him, like, don't do it. Like, there's no need. You understand? Just be patient. In 6 months' time or 8 months' time, this song is gonna blow.
Yeah.
And then we just put together a team and move.
Yeah.
You understand? But then you must understand that time he made it crack.
Yeah.
You understand? He's broke.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? There's so much pressure. I remember he gave me his old phone when he bought a new phone, and when I went to the chats, it's crazy. He even wanted to be security at Bel Air in Midrand.
That's crazy.
You understand? Ngoba ingane isendleleni, Avery, you know, and
it's survival now.
yeah,
Survival
you understand, and
Into the hustler.
as a man, ngeke ukwazi ukutshela enye indoda ukuthi yenze njani ukuze ikwazi ukunakekela umndeni wayo. You know what I mean? But I told him, like, don't do it. We told him don't do it, but then we had to support him because in yethu, understand? And the deal is coming. Ngesikhathi nayo uxakekile, he needs the money. He needs to take care of his family. Understand? Ubonisa nayo ukuthi uyindoda.
Somehow the group always knew how to look for new artists to replace their old artists. When Aries left, he was replaced with Kid Teeny and probably given the same contract, if not worse. Benchmark was replaced with Black Diamond. I'd say Fifi Cooper was replaced with Malume Vector, and Intabayase Dubai replaced City Lights. Again, I'm just making comparisons to how they managed to find someone to replace every artist that leaves. But anyway, it looked like they were rising back, but it was actually the start of the fall.
Okay, I
Yes,
understand.
we are
What I know
literally-
about Ambitious is that their deals are 50-50. They are better than the major label deals. I just told you that even that percentage that I was telling you about is 20%. It's worse than an Ambitious deal. I'd rather have an Ambitious deal. Yes, it's worse than an Ambitious deal. It's worse. You understand? They're 50-50.
Would you sign to Ambition?
No, I'm not an artist. Why would I sign to
If
Ambitious?
you were an artist, would you sign to Ambition?
If I was an artist, I would recommend Ambitious. I would, because I can see.
We're not
I
saying
would.
you recommend. Would you sign?
If I was an artist, right? Because of my knowledge, the reason why I wouldn't sign.
So you wouldn't sign?
No, I would never sign to any label. Forget Ambitious. I would never sign to any label.
Boom. We
I
answered
wouldn't
that.
have to. But if I had to sign, right?
Yeah.
The best label in South Africa is Ambitious.
Okay.
If I had to sign, if I
thing
didn't
is
know
this,
anything,
you know what?
the best label to sign to is Ambitious.
You know that's going to be a sound bite there.
I don't usually agree with him, but he's right. As I've said, PR, marketing, distribution, commercializing, everything. They're great. Except for this managing thing, not paying people. Except for that part, they're good in everything. I know, even videos, they do their own videos,
I don't care what people say. I'm just saying, I don't care.
We also gave them their flowers, you know what I mean?
No, it's not about giving them their flowers.
They're the best in finding new artists. Like they ran the summer last year.
They push their artists. They
push their
invest.
But now, there's kind of like M4 Entertainment. We don't know. There's kind of like some ish about it too. But we never know. I think it's great.
They spend on artists. The other labels, they spend on offices. And you don't see the investment filtering down to the artists.
So where we at now? Are you still the guys still with Ambitious? What's going on?
Nah. We fully indie right now.
Damn, you left too?
Yeah, long time. It's been like
December.
since last.
No way.
Yeah, we've been independent the entire
Since
first half of the year, I think. Yeah.
Why did you guys leave?
I mean, it was time.
I think it was
grown
time
now.
more than anything. I also feel cooler now, so that's why we just wanted growth more than anything, because us wanted to go to tap to the African market. So it's like now it's us to tap to the African market. So when we feel like if we tap to the African market, we're gonna lose our people here locally. Yeah, so we're like, I think vision is far now. But it's more than anything, I was not working with them, but now we just wanna go shoot to the other side. That's why we left.
And did you get what was due to you guys? Did you get your monies?
Definitely.
Throughout the whole contract?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like with us, probably from like the get-go, from like onset, we always made sure that like we had lawyers around. Even with like us leaving Ambitious, we had to like get lawyers
Do it the right
to
way,
sit
yeah.
down and actually, you know, clear everything up. You know, that's the only way, man. Honestly, yeah. And you need to pay them.
Yeah,
You're not cheap,
yeah.
especially when you're getting like good lawyers. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there any resistance when you decided to leave? When you told Umpati that, yo, we want to grow now, we want to leave, yeah.
It was not like that, but he did refuse. It's like say, because we build the whole brand together.
Yeah.
Understand? So it's never easy like that. But I know, but we had to go down to some terms. That's why we involve lawyers so that we can do it the right way. So
Focus, niggas. I like these niggas.
Hey, bro.
Go ahead, tell people I betrayed you. Like I'm working too hard and I'm lazy. You only give me money when you're happy.
What's going to happen to your 6-album contract now with Ambitious?
They must find out because I don't care.
But you signed a contract.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
Ngikweleta ini?
Umculo.
The albums.
Angisafundi nje mina.
Mara usayinile.
Yeah.
Ngisayinile so.
So you have to you are fighting that you are fighting that they didn't adhere to their side of the contract.
This is more like ngiyakuthanda angisakuthandi.
So you can't do that in business.
Why?
anyway, my good people, my take is that every label gives you a contract according to their terms because they don't know what you want, of course. So it's your duty to take time to go over it, ensure that the contract isn't signed for another 3 drafts until everyone agrees with the clause and points made on the contract. Every ambitious entertainment artist became a household name at some point. They promoted their artists. And is it really the label's fault if the artist doesn't read his own contract?
Yeah, man, that was the real reason of why SA hip hop stars fall, man. Ambitious is great, even though many people fall. Their team and the way they, marketed their like artists and stuff is top. But with their management, it's like, nah, nothing comes to them. Family Tree does some good, there are others great, but Ambitious the top, but they exploit the artists. That was from Brando. It is your boy. Hey, man, we out.